What's good? It's about 6:30 in the morning. I got to get this recording done because I'm going to be out of commission with work pretty much all day evening. So let me just go ahead and knock this out. But I really did want to show this unit off because I do have a lot of sentimental values with this guy. And I haven't assigned any skill orbs yet because I do kind of want to make that additional equipment assignment based on when the EZA stats are officially released, because obviously the stats will be upgraded and whatnot. But for me, this is one of those units, along with, I'm sure a lot of people are excited about, Final Form Cooler, but also the Super Saiyan 4 units getting the EZA. But this one stands out for me too because of, honestly, a lot of sentimental value and a lot of usage of the unit back in the day. So, a lot of good feelings about this unit. I really hope they do a good job in terms of the stats for the EZAs or whatnot, and we'll see what happens, as more time, progresses and we get closer to this guy's EZA. We obviously just had Stretch and Emba, so, things are kind of, all over the place in terms of the schedule. But before we go into the stats, I did throw in a pop quiz. So the correct answer for how many free-to-play stones you can get from the punching bag event, Mr. Baby looks like he got it right, so shout out to you. It is in fact 151 free-to-play stones, 145 for missions, and also 6 stones per stage, so shout out to you for that. I think for this one, we'll make it a little bit easier. How about something simple as which 2 units had the TBD leader skill, and during what celebration was that? So if you get the right answer first, I'll shout you out in the next video. Good luck with that, and thanks as always for participating. Okay, so before I get into the details of the stats, I do want to clarify that the first segment of the video is pretty much low to no support units on rotation, just kind of give you a true value of what this unit performs without additional help, like the second half, where you're pretty much going through a fair amount of support units at a minimum as a floater, whereas this one is more kind of a realistic, non-support oriented team outside of the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. So with that being said, let's talk about the stats a little bit. Currently, for the Super TEQ Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku, the leader skill will be Super TEQ Ki plus 3 HP attack and defense increase of 120%, and then Extreme TEQ will get Ki plus 1 HP attack and defense increase of 50%. Obviously, this will change from 120 to 130 and then 50 to 90 if I remember correctly, based on all the 120% leads that have already received EZAs. Now for the Super TEQ, this guy will cause immense damage with a rare chance to stun the enemy, and then for the passive skill, it's an attack increase of 120% and also attack increase of 20% for every rainbow key sphere obtained. And then for the Link set, Golden Warrior at level 10 is all enemies defense minus 10% and Ki plus 1. Super Saiyan is attack increase of 15%. Saiyan Lineage is Ki plus 2 and attack and defense increase of 5%. Revival is Ki plus 2, attack and defense increase of 5%, and also recovers 5% HP recovery when HP is 50% or less. Over in a Flash at level 10 is also Ki plus 3, attack increase of 7%. Limit Break in Form is attack increase of 10% when performing a super attack. Again, Final Fierce Battle is attack increase of 20%. And this guy does fall into lots of categories: Resurrected Warriors, Majin Buu Saga, Super Saiyan 3, Pure Saiyans, Movie Heroes, Goku's Family, and also Otherworld Warriors. At 100% potential, currently his stats are 15,225 for HP, 16,750 for attack, and 9,625 for defense. 12 key multiplier is 140%. And again, the EZA is coming up, sure enough, and I'll kind of talk about the what I would hopefully expect to happen. But in terms of like the team build, the first segment or first half of the video is essentially the Super Saiyan 3 / Otherworld Warriors category with the transforming Super Saiyan 3 Goku as leads. And then the second half, if I remember correctly, I think it was based on the Majin Buu Saga and the Battle Wits category leads, which is the Strength Super Vegito. So that's pretty much the format I went with. Obviously, with the availability of lots of categories, you can essentially build like your own variations of it. But from a showcase standpoint, I figured I would kind of go with those 2 options. And honestly, there's a lot of opportunity with this unit, and it is a pretty old unit. It came out during Saiyan Day of 2017, during March 17 of 17 on JP, and then for Global it came out on October 12th of 2017. So this was during a time when It wasn't co-shared celebration between Global and JP at the time. It was still kind of technically split between the two. So yeah, I mean, a lot of good things about this unit. Of course, the main thing that really stands out with this unit currently is the lack of defense, right? Is because essentially passive skill is only applying, it increases toward attack. The 120% is great. Don't get me wrong, but in today's age of Dokkan Battle, I mean, you really do have to have some sort of, defensive boost in terms of being a viable option in terms of like the tougher events and even stages like Infinite Dragon Ball History. This guy will take pretty massive amounts of hit without defensive boost from allies and whatnot. So it is a little bit tricky, but I think, the silver lining to that is with the EZA, for the very minimum, I would expect them to boost up his defense to some degree with, some sort of percentage-based increase or whatever criteria that fall into it. But right now, this is a highly offensive unit. Super attack, again, is a rare chance to stun the enemy. That'll probably change to a medium chance or an additional, skill set or status effect applied maybe in the super attack. But, for me, I would just bump this up to medium chance to stun the enemy and also just update the passive where, slight variations toward the attack. But at the minimum, you definitely need some sort of percentage-based defensive boost based on, start of the turn or upon activating super attack or whatever the case is. But this guy certainly needs it. Now, again, I did cover this earlier, but the second half is pretty much, again, the Majin Buu Saga / Battle Wits category with the Strength Super Vegito leads from the Worldwide Celebration. I did throw in, a couple of supports like the EZA AGL Super Vegito obviously provides a boost toward attack with every super attack from that unit. And also, the Team Gohan from the World Tournament, very good unit in terms of support to allies, but also damage mitigation on his end as well. I think we do also have the Great Saiyaman, the Strength type version, also provides a nice little support. And then, maybe a couple others here and there. But again, this is more or less just kind of loaded on support, but I did want to kind of show off the max potential of this unit based on, the ideal setting based on units in the rotation in terms of support and whatnot. So, I kind of wanted to split it between two variations, and I think I might actually do that going forward, where essentially the first half is a load of non-support unit team build, whereas the second half will be kind of dripped in support, so to speak. I think that'll really kind of give you an indication as to, how a unit performs as a standalone basis versus, being loaded up on support. So, I figured it would be kind of worthwhile to do it, and most likely I'll be doing that going forward. Okay, so my overall assessment is, with support, this guy can hit pretty decent. Like, I think it was like 3 million attack stats, which isn't bad for this unit, considering it's a 2017 unit. But the defense is a sure liability for this unit. Even on easier Infinite Dragon Ball History stages, this guy, will take a lot heavier hits than some of the other units. And honestly, a lot of it has to do with the, lack of defense or methods to mitigate damage, so to speak. So I think as long as they boost this guy's defense with the EZA, and along with a couple of other upgrades to the skill sets, this guy will be pretty good. I don't expect this guy to be absolutely broken. However, I say that, but I would like to see some sort of like treatment similar to, honestly, Janemba. Like, this guy certainly seems like a good candidate to be extremely good. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think as of right now there's that many Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku units in the game to begin with, at least from like a starting basis standpoint. If we check real quick on the Dokkan Wiki, there's actually very few. I think there's, this guy, the free-to-play version, transforming version doesn't really count because you start off as a different version of Goku, and then the Baba Shop Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku. So there's really not that many units of Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku in the game. So I think my point with that is because the low amount of units with that same name, I really feel like they should really assign a good EZA for this unit just to stand out, you know what I mean? And I'm really hoping that's gonna happen, but most likely they'll probably just kind of take a more conservative approach, a little bit more balanced, I guess, in terms of like the overall skill sets, and not make it absolutely broken like some of the other guys like Janemba and I don't know, but like, at the same time, the free-to-play Prime Battle LR First Form Frieza, with the Easy A, that guy became absolutely monstrous. So who knows what the future holds in terms of what kind of decision-making goes behind these Easy A's, but hopefully they do it right for this unit, and I'm looking very forward to seeing that happen. So I don't know when it will happen in terms of like the remaining units from the 120% leads, but as soon as that becomes available, I'll slap on the skill orbs and do another showcase. But in the meantime, hopefully you guys enjoyed the showcase for the 100% potential Super TEQ Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys later.